Hello, and welcome. In this course, we will explore cryptocurrency from a financial crime and compliance perspective. To begin, let's answer a simple but critical question. What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a digital representation of value. It does not exist physically, and it is not stored in a wallet like cash. Instead, it exists as a record on a shared digital system called a blockchain. In traditional finance, banks maintain private ledgers. They control transaction records, verify activity, and act as trusted intermediaries. Cryptocurrency operates differently. Transactions are recorded on a shared digital ledger that is distributed across thousands of computers worldwide. Once recorded, these transactions cannot be altered. This system removes the need for a central authority to approve transactions. Trust is created through cryptography, transparency, and network consensus. Bitcoin is the most well-known example and is often referred to as digital gold. Other cryptocurrencies, such as Ethereum, allow more complex activity, including programmable transactions known as smart contracts. From a compliance and financial crime perspective, this shift is significant. When transactions no longer pass through a single central institution, traditional control points change. Risks evolve. Monitoring methods adapt. And new forms of financial crime emerge alongside new tools for detection. Cryptocurrency is no longer operating at the margins of the financial system. It is increasingly integrated into it. Understanding how it works is the foundation for understanding where risk exists, how illicit activity can occur, and how it can be prevented. To assess financial crime risk in cryptocurrency, we first need to understand how crypto transactions actually move. Unlike traditional banking systems, cryptocurrency does not rely on a central database. Instead, transactions are recorded on a system known as the blockchain. A blockchain is made up of blocks. Each block contains verified transactions and is connected to the one before it using cryptography. This connection creates a chain of data that cannot be changed without altering every block that follows. This is what makes the blockchain immutable. Once a transaction is recorded, it becomes permanent. These records are stored and validated by computers called nodes, distributed across the globe. They work together to verify transactions and maintain agreement on the state of the ledger. This process is known as consensus. It replaces the role traditionally held by banks. Different blockchains use different mechanisms, but the outcome is the same: transactions are validated without a central authority. For compliance professionals, this has important implications. There is no single institution controlling the ledger. There is no internal database to subpoena or alter. However, there is also complete transparency. Every transaction is visible. Every transfer is recorded. This creates a unique environment for financial crime prevention. Traditional controls are disrupted, but new monitoring capabilities emerge. In the next modules, we will examine how these technical features translate directly into financial crime risk, compliance obligations, and investigative opportunities. Before examining wallets, we must ask, in cryptocurrency, who is in control? In traditional finance, control is centralized. Banks hold funds, approve transactions, and safeguard assets. In cryptocurrency, control is distributed. No single institution controls the ledger. Instead, control depends on who holds the private keys. This shift impacts risk. When control moves from regulated institutions, traditional safeguards weaken. Responsibility shifts to the user. For compliance professionals, this is essential. Financial crime risk follows control. And control begins with keys and wallets. Next, we'll examine how keys define ownership and why custody is a critical risk area.